Today is the 11th Sunday of the year. Our Gospel text is Matthew chapter 9, verse 36 through chapter 10, verse 8. It is the calling of the 12, the disciples who are to be sent out to continue the mission of Jesus. This moment, which comes roughly in the middle, a little bit before the middle of Matthew's Gospel, needs to be understood in the context of two other similar moments, one at the beginning of the Gospel and one at the very end of the Gospel. The one at the beginning of the Gospel begins with Jesus coming out of the desert where he's been tested, and he proclaims the message, "Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is near at hand." And in that moment he calls the first four disciples. The later moment, which comes actually at the very end of the Gospel, is where Jesus says to the disciples, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go, make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. And behold, I'll be with you till the end of the ages." Central to Matthew's Gospel is the proclamation of the kingdom of heaven as he describes it. We shouldn't place a lot of emphasis on the actual words. Matthew probably uses the word heaven out of deference to the Jewish tradition of not mentioning the name of God. However, he does, in fact, on at least 3 occasions, speak of the kingdom of God quite explicitly. The point is, what Matthew and the other synoptic Gospels are proclaiming quite explicitly is the reign of God, a new way of being where God reigns in the human heart and in human society. Jesus gives the disciples, then and now, the authority, the power of his Spirit to go forth and complete his mission, to promote the kingdom, to enable the kingdom to become a reality in our world. We need that authority, that power, not only to do that work, but to protect us against the inherent dangers of that work. For example, it's not unknown that people use the name of Christ to promote their own self-interests. We're all vulnerable to that sin. Pope Francis sees a clear choice for the Church today, recognizing the vulnerability of our being missionary and the reality and the challenge of our being missionary. On the 7th of March 2013, in the conclave that was later to elect him the Pope, Austin Ivere says Cardinal Bergoglio made a 3.5-minute speech. They were allowed 5 minutes each, the cardinals, to say whatever they thought was good to say. In about 3.5 minutes, Austin Ivere says, Bergoglio, in a pithy but powerful address, he managed to freeze frame the moment the Church was in and offer both diagnosis and cure. So what did he say? In essence, he said something that he said over and over and over again in different ways. It's become thematic. Here are the words. Incidentally, he spoke off the cuff. He didn't write anything down. It was only later on that he wrote it down in Spanish, in handwriting, and was later disseminated. But this is taken from the text that he later wrote down. The Church is called to come out from itself. This is reminiscent of a moment in the Second Vatican Council when Cardinal Sunens, in the very beginning of the council, said, we can't just sit here and talk about things that pertain internally to the Church. We've got to think of the world in which we live. There is the ad extra, the going out, that is every bit as important as facing what's within. Bergoglio said, the church is called to come out from itself and to go to the peripheries. This is a powerful theme for Pope Francis. Go to the peripheries. What does he mean by that? Those of the mystery of sin, of suffering, of injustice, of ignorance, of the lack of religion, those of thought, and those of every kind of misery. That's where the church must be, going out from itself. And he concludes by saying, the evils that from time to time appear in the church institution have their root in self-referentiality, being ad intra all the time, being concerned about our power, our status, our reputation. It's going out. It's being missionary. It's being Christ in the world that not only will bring on the kingdom of God, but will enable us to be what we are called to be. It's the very reason the church exists, to be the instrument of God, the instrument of Jesus' Spirit, to bring on the reign of God in our world.